Good evening, everybody. I'm Jade Ocean. So tonight we're going to be just doing a nice little flow, very short, just to prepare us for bedtime, for a nice, restful, easeful sleep. So let's go ahead and just get into something comfortable and come onto your floor. You can go into your bed, grab a pillow, and I'll meet you there. When you guys are ready, let's come into your spot and then let's just take a nice, comfortable cross-legged position. So you can come into just a Sukhasana, an easy pose. You can bring your feet together. You can do whatever feels most comfortable for you. Your hands can either be on your knees, softly facing up, or you can have them just lying on top of each other in your lap. And let's just take a minute to connect with our breath. So let's just be sure that we're sitting down evenly into both sides of our sitting bones. And then let's just notice how we're breathing here. So take a deep inhale. And then exhale. And just keep breathing. And just noticing the breath. Noticing, is it shallow? Is it deep? Is it fast? Is it hard to slow it down? And let's try to transfer the breath into a little bit more slow paced, and let's count. So let's do maybe 5 counts. So let's inhale all together, nice and slow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full hold, and then very slow 5 count. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, counting in your head. Deep, full inhale. And then nice, slow, soft, steady exhale. And just imagine with the inhales that you are growing a little bit taller. So you're just reaching with the top of the head. And feel yourself grounding into the floor, and feel yourself also lifting, so you're creating the space between your vertebrae. And then as you exhale, just imagine yourself, realigning, so drawing your shoulders back, again opening, softening, absorbing into your own body. And full inhales. And exhale, and just noticing how your mind is at this moment. So just noticing if you're feeling, maybe carrying a little bit from the day. Maybe your body feels a little bit tired from the day. Maybe, there's some worries about tomorrow or even from today. So just noticing it and then just letting it go. So this is a time to prepare for your body, just to restore and repair. And so hanging on to things that, take that energy away doesn't allow you to fully restore and rejuvenate for the next day. So just allowing yourself to clear, giving yourself permission right now to see where it's at, and then just let it just pass by, just drive by without gripping, without attaching to it. And keep inhaling. And the inhale and the exhale to the same speed, so equal. Maintaining that space in the spine, the length. Letting your ribs soften, absorb into your body, letting your hips fall open. So being sure not to clench. We're letting go of all the clenching, all the tightness, and all the restrictions. Allowing our bodies to do what they need during the night to function and to just repair you. And then take one more deep inhale, filling up the lungs, letting the side ribs just expand, fulfill. Opening the back, lifting the shoulders, and then exhale. Again, let the shoulders come down, maybe dropping the chin down to the chest. Letting the back of the neck open, letting the head just kind of hang while keeping the back nice and long. next inhale, let's bring the crown of the head back up. So we're going to bring our chin level to the floor again, and then just extend your arms out to the side. And then just reach out, not up, but out away from the body. So energizing out through the fingers, and then just reaching up for a gentle touch to the hands, and then draw them down to your heart. Thumbs to touch your heart, just in prayer. And just maybe rocking side to side, almost like you're rocking yourself to sleep. So just moving the body very gently, soft, feeling your heart, almost like you took your day and closed it into your heart. And then we're just going to let that go. And open the hands out to the side. Deep inhale, extend the arms behind you. So we're just pulling them back just a little bit to open the chest. And then again, we're just going to close them into the heart. I would like you guys to be sure that you have a blanket maybe or a pillow close by. Also to a block. We will be bringing our legs up. If you are close to a wall, that's probably best, but you don't need a wall. And just continue rocking side to side. And then let's come into a tabletop, so Barmanasana. So we're going to come onto our hands and knees. And then just be sure that your shoulders are over your hands. And then you spread your fingers out nice and wide. And then just rolling the palms. So what I'm doing is I'm lifting, my knees are underneath my hips, and my hips are back just a little. So there's no weight on my hands. And I'm just going to lift while I'm pressing the tops of my hands into the floor. I'm going to lift the bottom of the palm up, just stretching the fingers, and then bring it back down. Shift your body forward just a little bit, just to open up your forearms. And then again, moving back a little bit, we're going to lift the bottom of the palm up to stretch the fingers, maybe rolling side to side, just to open around the hand. And then again, just rolling it back down, shifting forward, maybe curling the toes now under. So what this is doing is, throughout the day we're gripping and hanging on tight to things, whatever it may be. Maybe you're writing, maybe you're typing, maybe you're, strength training, whatever it could be. Our hands are constantly activated, so they're always, there's so much tension in them. We take them for granted, and to take the time to stretch your hands out and just open them up before bed, it just relieves a lot of tension throughout your entire body. So I like to do this in the morning and before bed. And one more time, lift your bottom palm up. And then let's open the palms out to the side, so my fingers are going to move out to the side. And then same thing, I'm going to firm my belly this time because I'm going to sway. So you can move organic movement and just move your body around. So just very subtle, very slow rocking, moving with the breath, keeping the arms nice and straight, energizing up the arms. So we're pressing through the palms. My fingers are spread, and then just relaxing. I feel the earth, the ground, or if you're in bed, the bed, with your fingertips. And pressing with the palms and just reaching through the arms, lifting up. So I'm creating this subtle, soft energy, just a reminder of my space. Feel free to curl the toes, uncurl the toes. I'm just moving my shoulders side to side, so my arms are staying straight. My neck is not hanging yet. I'm going to now begin to move my neck side to side. So it's almost like I'm creating this wave, this rocking motion. So my neck's following my shoulders. Very loose, very strong in the arms, but very loose in the upper body. You can begin to maybe move your hips with it. Just a little bit of rocking. This can almost put you to sleep. Okay, and then let's just bring the palms back forward. And then let's just take a couple cat-cows. So we're going to drop our belly down, lift our sacrum up, and then just pull our heart forward just for a little subtle back bend here. Deep inhale, and then exhale, roll very slowly. So just incredibly slowly from vertebrae all the way up the spine to each vertebrae, slowly reaching your back up. It's almost like you're reaching the top of the spine up towards the ceiling. I'm curling my toes under to open my feet as well. reaching my shoulder blades, wrapping them around my body, around my ribs. And then again, we're gonna drop the heart down and forward, lift the sacrum up, drop the belly. And I'm gonna pull my knees a little bit just to open my glutes. And then exhale very slowly, once again, rolling the upper back up. Reaching, so I'm reaching through the arms again. And then again, we're gonna drop the belly back down nice and slow. Keep breathing. So inhale here. And then slowly roll belly up for the exhale. I can almost feel my ribs hugging in towards my torso. So it's almost like my body's hugging myself. And then let's just come back to tabletop. Let's extend our right leg straight back. So we're gonna just pull it straight back, and keeping the inner leg rotated up. And then keep the belly nice and firm here. And then we're just going to begin to bend the knee and extend it out to the side and come all the way up. So place the foot on the outside of the right hand. And then you can uncurl the back toes if they were curled. And then all we're gonna do is just do just a little bit of a lizard pose. So you can press into the left hand and then come up, very gently press on the right knee. Just be sure that your foot, you lift the front of the foot up to follow if your knee moves. And then just let your hips just fall. So let them just sink into the floor. Deep inhale here. And, maybe you feel comfortable bringing a pillow close by. So you can use a pillow just to allow your body just to sink onto. You can also just put your elbow on the pillow and just allow your hand to, again, guide your knee out, foot to follow. Just trying to keep your back heel up without too much aggression. So not too much firming. Deep breath. Maybe allowing your right hand to come down now. And just let the back of the neck fall. Let your forehead come to the pillow. Just a deep inhale here. Opening the hips. And they spend so much time during the day trying to support us and, allowing us to walk, allowing us to move forward, maybe just not moving very much, sitting all day, whatever it is. It's just very good to just a little bit of, movement, a little bit of massage in the hips before going to bed. Just a little bit soothing. When you're ready, let's come up. So you can remove your pillow off to the side. We're going to press back into the hands. You can curl the back toe under just to help yourself. You're going to lift your right foot up, pressing into the palms, and then just bring it back to tabletop. And we're just going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So let's just move back and forth really quickly before we go to the other side. So just pressing into the palms, swaying forward, backwards, almost like we're going to come into a balasana or go into a supported chaturanga, but we're not. We're staying up. And then let's come back to neutral, and then we're going to extend our left leg straight back now. So again, lifting from the inner thigh. You can uncurl the toes if you prefer. Keep them curled. Keeping that left hip down. So pressing, keeping the arms nice and straight. We're lifting up, pulling the shoulders, creating length. And then we're going to extend the knee, right? So our entire leg, we're opening from the hip, extends out to the side, and then we're just going to rotate to bring the left foot up on the outside of the left hand. And then same thing, you can walk your knee back if you need a little bit more space. I'm going to keep my heel on the floor, and I'm just going to lift my toes up and extend them out as I push the knee out. You can grab a pillow again, place it on the floor, and then either come all the way down or use your pillow, come onto your forearm. You can guide your left knee out to the side by very gently just pressing very, very gently just to open the hip up, remembering to keep the toes pointed the same direction as the knee, and then maybe just rocking back and forth. And deep inhale, keep breathing. Stop, please. God damn it, Aiden, you're fucking up my video. Can you please stop? Keep moving. Now I have to fix that. Keep breathing. Maybe bringing your left hand onto the floor, onto the pillow, or onto the bed. And again, just rocking the hips side to side, opening that left hip. Just noticing if you feel any tension. And then drawing that energy, that breath into this area. A deep inhale. And then exhale, let's come back up. You can remove your pillow off to the side. You can remove your pillow off to the side. And then let's bring the knee back in. You can curl the back toes to lift and hover that left foot up. And then we're just going to come back to our tabletop. Again, we can just shift forward and backwards. Just a little organic movement here. Just moving just a little bit with the breath. Just rocking in these little baby slow circles. Just as we did in the very beginning. Maybe switching the rotation, so going the opposite way. And then when you're ready, let's bring toes to touch, open the knees, and just sink back. So we're just going to sink back into our balasana. So allow the arms just to go as they please. So don't force them here. Allow the space between the knees for your body just to sink. So just imagine gravity is taking over your body right now, just allowing yourself to fold. And just feel your body right now. Notice maybe the little sensations that you're feeling. Maybe noticing how the mind's working now. But focusing on your breathing. And then when you're ready, go ahead and press into the palms again. You can walk the palms up. And then we're just going to shift our legs out to the side. And then here you can use a pillow and place it underneath your left hip. So I'm going to turn so you guys can see me. So I'm going to place a pillow underneath my left sitting bone. And then my legs are off to the side. And I'm just going to sit on my left. I'm on like my left ankle right here. And then my right leg is out to the side just a little bit. So just sit. So just taking a deep inhale here. And then exhale, just as we did in the beginning, just finding that length, finding that absorption. And then let's lift our arms straight up so you can bring them to heart center and then just lift them straight up. And then release your right hand down to the side, onto the pillow or the floor. We're just going to reach with our left hand very, very gently. So we want to keep feeling like you're pulling your left glute, your sitting bone into the pillow. And then, or a block if you're using a block. And then we're reaching. So we're opening that left side body up. For a nice stretch in the hip, maybe in the side body. So not too much weight on the right hand. So we're really just creating length here in the body and then rooting through that left sitting bone. And then exhale, release the hand back down. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you can bring your sitting bones to your heels for just a second, and then we're just going to switch it. So bring the pillow to the right side now. And then I'm just going to swoop over. So my right sitting bone's on the pillow, and then my feet are just coming out to the side. So my left sitting bone sitting on my left heel or ankle, and we're all different proportions. And then my right is sitting on the pillow. So again, just recentering, feeling your body, readjusting, always coming back to length and absorbing, grounding. And then again, bringing your hands back to heart center, lifting them straight up. And then we're going to release our left hand to the floor or bed and then begin to root down. So we're pulling our right glute into the pillow. And then we're going to reach away from that glute, but keeping it grounded, keeping lengthening up. So almost feeling like you're weightless here, right? So we're anchoring down through the hip, through the right glute. And then the left hand is just softly on the bed or floor. And then my right arm is just very gently energizing out to open up my right side body. I'm not really pulling too much. There's not a lot of aggression or clenching in my right arm. It's just almost graceful, right? I'm breathing into that right side rib, stretching all those muscles between the ribs. And then exhale, release the arm back down, coming back into your virasana, so back onto your heels, your ankles, and then you can remove your pillow again. And then just sitting here for just a second. Deep inhale again, lifting the head up. Extend the arms out to the side and then extend them back behind you, palms facing forward, just opening the shoulders a little bit here. So I'm pressing my shoulder blades into my back. I'm not moving forward. I'm lifting up. And then exhale, let your ribs just soften into your body. Remember to keep your shoulders down, keep the length in the neck. And then bring your hands behind your back and interlace them, so interlacing the fingers together, trying to bring the palms to touch if you can, or just close together. We're just going to really open our shoulders up. We spend a lot of time hunched over or moving forward, so this is just a really beautiful time to allow your front body to open. And draw your palm towards the floor as you lift your heart up, pressing the shoulder blades into the back. So we're pressing them towards the chest, squeezing them together to open up the collarbone. I'm pulling my shoulders down as well to give space in the neck, and I'm lifting up through the head. I'm reaching with the crown. Keep breathing. Pulling my tailbone just a little bit down, just to be sure not to dump too much bending in the lower back. So I want to lift and create a little more curve in the upper back. And then exhale, release the hands to the thighs. So we're just going to go ahead and roll into a supine position. So go ahead and come laying down. And then roll down very carefully so you can use your palms and just very slowly, of course you have to activate your core to very carefully come all the way down. Be sure that you have a pillow or a block close by. And then pressing your feet into the floor, maybe having them right below the heels, right below the sitting bones. And then just lifting the toes up, tucking the back underneath, pulling the shoulders down, reaching with the head again. It's the same as sitting. We want to create length. And pulling the tailbone down, maybe firming the belly, just a little bit of activation in the belly, not too much. Maybe opening the palms, envisioning that inhale just a bit, drawing and like flowing deep through your inhale, body, filling you up. Think of, and then maybe nice and slowly controlling the exhale. So here we tend to clench our face. Well, in all poses we tend to clench our face a lot. So just let gravity allow your face just to almost feel like it's melting off your skull. So just finding some serenity and peace within your face. So although there's so many muscles in the face. Let's go. And then just wiggling the toes just one again. And then I'm going to draw my shoulders again to tuck them. And I'm going to press with my triceps into the floor. And you can allow your palms to be on the floor. You can lift them up. But I want this to be soft. So just try to remain very soft. We're just going to lift up just a little bit, coming into Settha Bandha Sarvangasana. So Sarvangastasana, it's a bridge pose. So what we're doing is firming the inner thighs in, just a little bit of activation here, and pressing through the entire foot, but primarily through the heel, and just lifting up, lifting the sacrum into the body, pulling the hips in just a little bit, and then just releasing, coming back down very slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Taking a deep breath, letting it go. And then let's prepare for another. So just coming up a little bit. So I'm not arching the back. We're just almost imagine pulling the sacrum towards the front body, and then we're pulling the front body towards the sacrum. So we're just lifting just enough to feel that, you know, that contraction within the hip, within the pelvis and the lower abdomen. And then release very slowly. So releasing the upper back, almost like we're rolling down. And then if you have a block that you're going to use, go ahead and grab your block. Or if you have a pillow, I'll do a pillow, so I'll show you how to use a pillow. If you have a wall close by, this is wonderful as well. Whatever you're going to use, just put it up to the wall. If you're going to use a wall, just put it up to the wall, and then bring yourself onto the pillow and bring your sitting bones all the way to touch the wall. And then all we're going to do is just bring legs up the wall, or just this little bridge, inverted legs bridge. So I'm going to lift my hips up back into my bridge pose, and then relax my hips onto the pillow. If you're using a block, the block comes underneath the sacrum. And then again, just readjust yourself. So tucking the shoulder blades, you know, creating the space in the neck. You want to be nice and soft in the neck, no tension. We're releasing tension. Bedtime is about releasing the day's tension, allowing your body to relax for a full, restful sleep. And then we're just going to draw the knees into the chest here, and then extend the legs just straight up. So think about lifting up through the heels here. And then if you're on a wall, you can just have your legs out to the side and then just bring it up. You know, find your way, make your legs up the wall, make your way up. And then if you're on a wall, you can just let your legs relax onto the wall. And if you're here, just maintaining the heels reaching up. So keep breathing. And here our legs are straight. You can have them out to, you know, the front just a little bit. They don't have to be straight up. You can also have them bent just a little bit. So it's more about softness rather than, right, that tension, that aggression. We're not looking for that right now. So we're just allowing a little bit of cooling right now. So keeping, as the legs are up, we'll want to naturally probably tighten the upper body. So just drawing the attention to softening the upper body. You know, having the palms out to the side, just remembering to connect with the breath, so not forgetting to breathe. And again, letting the face melt, just letting gravity, just allow your entire body to just sink and melt. Let your hips fall into the pillow. Keep the legs up, but let them be soft. Maybe rocking your legs side to side. Just a few more breaths here. And then let's bring the knees into the chest. And if you're against a wall, again, bring the knees into the chest, and then you can place your feet out to the side, or you can just roll to one side. If you have a pillow, you can place your feet, or if you're not on a wall, you can place your feet on the floor, and then come into your bridge. Very softly lift your hips up. Remove whatever you're using under you, and then just realign yourself. I'm going to have you bring your right knee into your chest, and then you can just grab and hug the right knee. So I like to point my toe, and then I'm going to extend my left leg out straight in front of me. Inhale here. And then let's just pull that right knee to the left side. So we're just going to come into a little twist here. Extend your right arm out to the right side. Maybe keeping your left hand on the left knee, and then maybe gazing over the right hand. You can close your eyes. Keep the breath going. twisting out any negative feelings of the day. Or just maybe wringing out anything that we're hanging on to that may stop us from going into that deep sleep. Whether it's, you ate something that it's sitting with you, or maybe it'll bother you, or maybe you said something, or it could even be something really great, like you had lunch with friends and you guys had conversations and the conversations were really positive and it was something that stuck with you and it's just resonating in your head and you can't stop thinking about it, and that's wonderful. And also too, it's nice to allow the mind time to sleep, so allow it time to be still. And then let's bring the right knee. Let's draw foot to floor, and then we're just going to bring the left knee up again. And then this time we're going to bring the left knee into the chest. Same thing, we're going to extend the right leg out this time. And go ahead and hug your left knee. And that left sitting bones, or your left butt's pulling down towards your right heel while you're in this position. Just a deep inhale. And then exhale, begin to twist towards your right side. So you're going to pull with your right hand that left knee towards the floor. So you're lifting your left hip over. So you're stacking your hips here. I'm going to extend my left hand out to my left side. Maybe turning your head to softly gaze over the hand, or also you can close your eyes here. Just allowing your feet to be soft here. No need to be stiff. This is a restorative, very restful twist here. So noticing where you're still holding tension. So even though we're in a restful state doesn't mean we're in a restful mind. And then when our body knows our mind's busy, our body stays clenched. And then sometimes what we have to do to alleviate that is remind our body. So we have to change our thought and say, okay, calm, let's calm. So just draw the attention to where the areas that are still stiff. It's almost like you're letting your body know, hey, it's okay. And then it will relax and surrender. And then let's roll back up. And let's just bring both knees into our chest and go ahead and just a nice big hug around the knees, keeping your lower back to the floor. And just, I like to rock back and forth. Remember we rocked in the beginning, so we're just rocking. We're rocking ourselves to sleep. It's like you rock a baby. And rocking ourselves. It's a way to say that I love myself. No matter what happens every day, I always love myself. I'm going to treat myself with the purest love, without judgment, without expectations of, being a certain thing, and always getting to a certain level each day. Just going to love the effort that you gave for each day, and just acknowledge that you existed and you found a way to love. And even if it was a rough day, at the end, you found a way to go into a nice deep sleep, and also you found love for yourself. Let's extend our feet. So we're going to keep our knees bent. We're going to come into happy baby. So my feet, the bottom of my feet are facing straight up. I'm going to reach around and grab the outside edge of my feet, pulling my knees in just a little bit. Just one last stretch here, letting the hips relax, being sure the knees and the feet are pointing the same direction. So just the feet, you don't want them to be, out, and the knees are bent and they're facing in. So just keeping them, on the same path. And then when you're ready, you can either extend your feet out in front of you. Maybe you're ready to go directly to bed from here. And just remembering that, You do the best that you can do, and by showing compassion for your efforts of the day, that's all you need. You give your best, and it's time to let go. Don't carry anything with you to bed. Just allow yourself just to restore, and you'll wake up fresh and new with a very new start. You guys can stay here. I'm going to roll up and just close out. If you'd like to come up with me, I'm going to roll to one side and just very slowly make my way up. So especially at night, I'm going to press into my palm and then lift up with my shoulder, my back, and let my head come up very last. I'm just going to come to a seated position here. And I just want to say once again, thank you for being here, allowing me to guide you into a restful sleep. I hope you have the sweetest of dreams tonight, and I hope that you wake up feeling just fabulous and rejuvenated and fresh and free and alive and happy. And namaste.